Hey everyone, give us a couple of minutes. Let's wait for more people to join and let me also get this stream live on YouTube too. So, yeah, just give us a couple of minutes. More people will join because we are hosting a giveaway. So, let's get ready for that. All right, all right. I think we are doing better now. I just need to make a few more changes and we are going live on both X and YouTube, which is really good. Yeah, everything looks fine to me. Uh, yeah, all right. So it has been 3 minutes. More people will join. Let me also ping it in our Zano in the Telegram community that we are live. We are live. Join now. All right. Everything looks good. People will be joining us. People are joining us, which is a really good thing, obviously. And today's topic. So today's topic is Zenith. Is Zenith? Yes, Zenith. All right. So today we'll be talking about Zenith, and as you guys know, we have various campaigns live ongoing for Zano India. If you are an Indian and if you are in a Zano India Telegram group, you can definitely participate in all of this, all of them. We just ended our invite campaign, the Telegram Zano India invite campaign, and now we are moving towards more events, which is our IRL events, more surprise events too for those who are active in our community. So please keep an eye for further announcements. And for the winners of our previous X Spaces and the campaign, we'll be giving the rewards. We'll be announcing the remaining winners midweek, likely tomorrow or by Thursday, and then we are also going to send the funds by end of this week. So please don't forget to send us your Zeno addresses, Zeno aliases, and we will send over the funds there to you guys. Sorry about that, and let's continue with today's topic, which is Zenith, the shift to PoS mechanism from Zeno. So lots of announcements have been coming this week, as you might have noticed from the main channel, global channel, that there is a new roadmap which is about the Zano EVM extension, and there has also been other announcements about Zano Forum, but there has been a very big, huge announcement about Zenith. So Zenith is a new white paper has been released by the core team, which focuses on a big shift from the hybrid POS to POS plus proof of work plus proof of stake mechanism, hybrid consensus mechanism, to a 100% pure proof of stake consensus mechanism. Now, this shift is not something out of the blue. The team has, if you have read the article, the team has gone through various various testing over the past 12 years, 11, 12 years, and this is the gradual part, the optimal part that they have found for the future of Xano. They have tried various stuffs, various testing, various testing and various path has been checked for the best consensus mechanism for Xano. And the current structure, which is the hybrid structure, was facing uh, some issues every now and then with every new advancement to the base layer. So the team decided to completely eliminate that structure, which causes hurdles in the mechanism, in the consensus mechanism, or in the improvement of the base layer, and have decided to shift towards a full proof of stake consensus mechanism. Now that consensus mechanism is called Zenith. Zenith. This is a very interesting topic because such switch to Zenith or this consensus mechanism will improve or will improve the base layer in various fronts. So first of all, the average speed, the block production time will drastically reduce. So it used to take 1 minute for a block to be produced on Xano, but with the proof of stake consensus mechanism, it will drastically reduce to 15 seconds. From 1 minute to 15 seconds. So this is the first point which you guys should obviously note down. As you guys know, we are going to do a short quiz, a 4-question quiz, and any information shared now or on the article or on the main announcement will be used, will be helpful in answering or it will be helpful for you guys to win $5 worth of funds. Easy questions. So as I said, the first point is Xano's shift towards PoS benefits is a faster block production time from 1 minute to 15 seconds. So obviously that's a good point. But another thing is block production is one thing, but block confirmation, the confirmation of the transactions happening on the blockchain is another, and that too is getting up to speed or is facing enhancement. Yeah, is facing improvement as the average approximate confirmation time used to be 10 minutes until now and on this hybrid structure, but it's going to go to 1 minute. Yes, that's 1/10 of the usual time it takes to participate or to get a confirmation, but there is going to be a 90% reduction in the confirmation time. So that's definitely a big plus point. So that one of the biggest advantages is that you want for everyday payments, people to won't stand for 10 minutes in a shop or something to for the transaction to be confirmed, for the privacy transactions, private spendings to be confirmed by the shopper or by the buyer or the shopkeeper. So this drastically reduces the confirmation time and makes it practical to use Xano blockchain in everyday use. So that's obviously a big plus point. Another thing, we have covered the block confirmation time and block production time. So on the speed front, Xano is going to get is going to see heavy improvement on that front. But also on the production, on the emission side. So Xano emission in this current structure emits 1 Xano per block. That's 60 Xanos per hour and 720 Xano per day. But on a monthly front, that's over 2,000 Xanos. And if we approximately take $10 worth of Xano, $10 worth per Xano, that's roughly $200,000 worth of Xano being emission or being produced every month and coming into the market. Obviously, not everyone is selling it, but that's the emission every month from Xano. With a shift to PoS mechanism, that 1 Xano per block will not be given anymore. So that means to a potential, not exact, but a potential 200,000 worth of Xano, sorry about that, 200,000 worth of Xano won't be emission anymore, and that's a potential reduction in selling pressure of Xano tokens. So that's definitely a plus point in the long run too. That there's not going to be much more predictable Xano emissions or Xano cell pressure coming from the miners of Xano blockchain. So on the speed front, Xano will see, sorry about that. Xano will see various benefits, and also on the emission front or the token in inflation front, Xano is going to see a huge benefit. So that's also a pretty big plus point of Zenith. Now, Zenith introduction or Zenith idea didn't come out of the blue, as I already said. It came out after various in-depth discussion with the devs, various research, and there were multiple paths considered for this, but Zenith was the most suitable path for the Xano blockchain, as it also uses the same Xanos architecture, which is Arcana, and the same privacy by default narrative or features to win to safeguard the privacy of every participant. So anyone who becomes a staker on the Xano blockchain, his identity will not be linked to any new block produced on the Xano blockchain. So his identity, any new block produced on the Xano blockchain, would not be linked to the producer of that block. So that's a big plus point on the privacy front. And the total stake amount, the balances of the mine of the stakers, how many blocks are being produced, so and so. People won't be able to trace that, and that helps on the privacy front, because private ownership of wealth and compatibility with enforcement. Those are two, and publicity of the wealth or traceability. These are all different concepts, and everything you should not be roaming around with a t-shirt displaying your wealth, which is the usual case for every on-chain transaction on every major chain like Bitcoin, Ethereum, or Solana. Now, Ethereum, Solana, for example, or any other proof of stake consensus mechanism using blockchain, everything is public by default, so anyone can go and check who are the miners or who are the stakers and how much wealth they have, and then they can link it to their identity or their institution, whether they are an individual or an institution, and they can track their whole transaction history. They can keep an eye on that. But with Xano, that won't be possible, because it's the privacy by default features adopted or grasped from the Zarkina features would be applied to stakers too. So yeah, Zenith is in short a transition from hybrid consensus model to a full pure 100% proof of stake consensus model. That's the core of the today's topic, and I hope you guys were able to understand that. And if you have any doubts, we are always available to address those. If you have doubt about the emission, if you have doubt about anything technical, or if you have doubt about the security, if there's going to be any changes on the security front, as per the article, there is going to be an improvement on the security front. Now there is not going to be any compromise. So that's something good to hear, I believe, for those concerned. But if you have further technical doubts or if any further questions about that, we are always available on the additional channel Xano India, and also on the main group, which is the Xano Global channel, Telegram channel. So please join there, and please ask your questions there freely. Nobody will judge you, obviously, and the team is always there to help you guys out. And we appreciate more feedback on that. So that's wonderful. And obviously, this see, XSpace is focusing on the Zenith part, not on the other major announcements which happened last week, like the Xano forum or the Xano roadmap update. I will obviously cover them too in my coming episodes. So please keep an eye on that. And those are obviously wonderful announcements too, because Xano forum, I'm going to post some ideas on that, some topics on that, and we are going to discuss more on that. And the Xano roadmap update, like the EVM extension support, that's obviously a great announcement, as more dApps will be able to, or more developers will be easily be able to import their code or connect with Xano blockchain and use the privacy aspect of Xano with the same code knowledge they already have. They won't need to understand more about the Xano blockchain or dig deeper just to launch their product on the Xano blockchain. So that's obviously a wonderful announcement. And yes, Xano's core feature, the major announcement is the Zenith announcement, the shift to Zenith, which will be coming with hard fork 7. The next is hard fork 6, which is the gateway addresses, but hard fork 7 expected in the upcoming months or in early 2027, if I'm correct, and that will be a shift to Xano's full 100% pure PoS consensus mechanism. So I hope that's clear, and I'm seeing many people are online, so thanks a lot for joining. And I guess you guys are waiting for the quiz round. Many people, many recognizable people are online, so that's good to see. And I believe we can move to the Xano quiz round. So let's start with the questions. We will be having 4 questions, and we'll be asking you are supposed to answer those. You are supposed to answer in the comment section of the announcement, so not on YouTube. We are also live on YouTube, but please comment your answers on the announcement on the podcast itself, like you guys have already been doing for the past 3 spaces. Alright, so let's start with the first question, which will be an easy question, very easy, and you guys need to comment your answer in the announcement post itself, in the XSpace post itself. Alright, so here comes the first question. Question number 1. Very easy one. What is the name of Xano's upcoming consensus upgrade that transitions the network to pure private proof of stake? Let me repeat. What is the name of Xano's upcoming consensus upgrade that transitions the network to pure private proof of stake? Let's see if anyone has answered in the comment section. Let me refresh. I am checking the comments of the XSpace post, so please comment your answer on the XSpace post. And we have a winner, Promanan. Promanan has been with us in all XSpaces, and he is the first to comment. And it was an easy question, and he has won. Maximus hard fork 6 is about gateway addresses, and we are discussing correctly about Zenith, which will come on hard fork 7. The answer was Zenith. Zenith consensus model will be adopted by users, will be adopted by the chain, which is pure private staking. Congratulations, Permanent. You are our first winner. You have won $5 worth of assets or $5 worth of cash. And you need to send me your Xano alias or Xano address to receive your Xano amount. I have noted down your username, and we can continue with the second question. Congratulations once again, and let's continue with the question number 2. It was an easy question, but question number 2 will be something only those who heard it, who were keeping an ear or listening carefully, will be able to answer. Alright, question number 2. Question number 2. Under Zenith, what will be the new block production time? Question number 2, let me repeat. Under Zenith, what will be the new block production time? The new block production time, what will it be? We have various people in the X space. Let's see if anyone has answered already. Let me refresh. Please comment your answers in the podcast in the X space post itself. 15 seconds, Maximus. Congratulations, you have answered it correctly. I think you have joined us for the first time, which is good to see. Please continue to join our X spaces in our upcoming weekly X spaces happening every Tuesday, and we are calling it Privacy Tuesdays. So Maximus, you are a second winner. Let me note down your username. Congratulations once again. Alright, let's go to the third question. If you are listening carefully, you will be able to answer this one. Let's start with the third question. The shift to Zenith will reduce nano emissions coming from each block. Where are those emissions currently coming from? What's the source of it? The shift to Zenith will reduce nano emissions coming from each block. Where are those emissions currently coming from? What's the source of it? The source of nano emissions currently coming from. Currently being emission from. Let me see if anyone of you has answered it. Let me refresh. I hope anyone, if you guys answered it. Various people are online. So let's see. Let me refresh again. Alright, Priya. POW binding, that's great. So the current emission, which is 1 nano per block, is coming from proof of work binding, which is currently in hybrid model is being used, and the proof of work binding is receiving 1 nano per block. Combined they are receiving, but it's being split majorly to proof of work binders, and that will be eliminated with the adoption of Zenith consensus model. So Priya, you have won the award, $5 worth of Xano. Let me note down your username. And congratulations, you are our third winner. And let me note it down so that I could verify later on. And we are moving to our last question, which is a yes or no question. So you have like 50% chance of winning anyway. So please participate in the last question. It's a yes or no question. So please comment your answer, and you will obviously have a 50% chance of winning. So no harm in commenting. All right. All right. So last question, a yes or no question. Let's go with it. Does Zenith reveal the amount of coins you are staking to the public explorer? Yes or no question. Does Zenith consensus model reveal the amount of coins you are staking on the public explorer? Can you see the amount of stake coins on the public explorer? Will you be able to see the amount of stake coins on the public explorer with the adoption of Zenith blockchain? I am refreshing the announcement post and to see if anyone has answered already. It's a yes or no question, so please answer now. Okay, 16 seconds ago, Groot said no, which is the correct answer. And Meter that's not the answer. Maximus, you were just 4 seconds behind, and also you have already won our first question. You are already a previous winner, but Groot already answered at the correct time, so no, that's the correct answer. Every block produced on the Xana blockchain or the staker who mined it they won't be linked. So there won't be a link between every new block produced or mined or via staking and the owner or the producer of that block. So there won't be any linkage. If you won't be able to see how many tokens are being staked by validators or a particular validator, you won't be able to see his transaction history, so and so. Because Xano is private by default, and that applies to all components of Xano blockchain, whether those are stakers, whether those are the current miners or the users or anyone, any developer or any other participant you can think of. Everyone by default has privacy. That's the core concept. That's the core feature architecture of Xano blockchain, and that applies to everyone. Congratulations, Groot, and let me note down your username. You are our fourth winner. All right, so I have noted down all four winners. Or please, all four of you, please DM me your Xano alias or your Xano address, and I will send over the funds to you soon by the end of the week, together with other winners of a previous XSpaces and also of the campaign. We were organizing 10,000 INR worth of campaigns, which just ended on Sunday night, and also the daily activity winners. So everyone will receive their rewards by the end of this week, and we'll be organizing more events, more weekly Privacy Tuesdays, where we will be giving out some Xano to people who want to learn more about it, and we will be also organizing more events, more giveaways every month. So please subscribe to Xano. Please don't forget to join the Xano India Telegram channel, as you will get the first hand updates there only, and all the alpha directly in that channel. All right, so I believe we had a good session again, and we are going to cover more topics in the upcoming sessions. The next Tuesday, we are going to cover more about the Xano roadmap, the Xano forum, and any other new announcement which I believe Xano Global team will keep on pushing. So we'll be keeping an eye on that. We will dig deeper into those announcements, and we'll come back with more details about those announcements, both in our Twitter and both in our Telegram and also in our Telegram channel. So yes, please, once again, thank you for joining. Congratulations to the winners once again. Please reach out to me with your address, and I will send over the funds very soon by the end of this week. So thank you very much. See you guys soon, and I will come back to you with another giveaway next Tuesday, Privacy Tuesdays. Alright guys, see you guys soon. Bye bye. Let's wrap this and see you soon.